Touching the top of the channel will then open the setup panel. At the top of the input channel setup panel, the first thing you will see is the mono and stereo selection buttons. All of the console's inputs are what we call flexi channels. This means that they can all be either mono or stereo in any combination. Just press the relevant button to select the type you require. If you have selected a mono channel, you can then use the channel's second input as an alt input. This allows you to have a spare mic patched into the same channel and switch to it with the press of a single button if there is ever a problem with the main mic. The spare mic signal will just pass down the same channel with the same processing as the main mic. Switching between the main and alt can be done with the two buttons just beneath the mono and stereo buttons or with a macro, but you cannot switch to the alt input unless you have already routed a signal to it. To route a signal into a channel, just press one of the buttons labeled main input or alt input to open the input routing panel and then select one of your racks in the left-hand column. Then select an input card for the middle column and finally select a socket from that card in the right-hand column. As well as rack ports, there is a button marked internal, which contains all of the console's own input sources such as the oscillator, effects, and other channels, groups and auxes. You might want to route several consecutive inputs at the same time to give you a one-to-one patch for the whole rack. This is done with Ripple Route. Touch one of the predefined Ripple channel buttons to select a number or touch the number itself to type it in. Now, just select the first input socket you require and the next sockets will be routed into as many channels as you have chosen.